So everybody get settled in. This is probably going to be a long stream. So, my name is Nictory. Welcome to Scrolls of the Palace, my Let's Play of Pharaoh, A New Era. This is the family we're going to be using. The Nakat family dynasty is our stream one. Tepik, funny story. Tepik is actually my like off-stream campaign because there's a lot of achievements that are locked behind like doing all the military maps or doing all the monument maps and stuff like that. So Tepik's what I use there, and that's actually a Terry Pratchett reference to pyramids in the Discworld series. And in fact, I feel like rereading that now. If you are just tuning in, we are playing the campaign mode for Pharaoh, A New Era, which means we are going through Egyptian history, one city at a time, one monument at a time. One dynasty at a time, really. Okay, so the first thing we're gonna do today, is check to make sure our levels are good. Might turn our game volume down just a tad. That should be all right. Okay. Then we're gonna want to add in our chat poll. New poll. Mission 11. South Dashur. Oh, let's spell that correctly. Or Buhan. And we'll look over what we've got. Okay. Snowfru's Bent Pyramid. Okay, this I believe is a unique pyramid shape. I think there's only one ever made. I'm only just hearing that secondhand from other Pharaoh YouTubers. I never actually looked into the actual history of it. But so this one would be I believe, yeah, this would be our monument choice. So we could play the bet. Oh, I feel like this is a no-brainer, right? But we're gonna put it up there anyway. I know where my vote's going. So we've got a unique monument for this mission. The win conditions are 3,500 population, prosperity 25, monument rating 13, kingdom rating of 50. So that looks kind of like an all-rounder, to be honest. And then our versus expansion to Nubia. We still would have to build a small obelisk here. 3,000 population, culture 25. Oh, look at that kingdom rating, 75. Pharaoh's gonna be asking a lot here. Pharaoh and other cities. And this is our military option. So let me throw the poll in. So we've got South Dashur or monument. And we've got Buhan and military. All right, we're gonna give this 2 minutes Start pull. South Dashur or Buhen. Alright, I threw my vote in. We'll see what we get in 2 minutes. Oh, while we wait, how's everybody doing? It's Tuesday. I know we've got Lily's modding from work as per usual on these afternoon streams. Appreciate you. And as I settle in, we wait for the poll to close. Our bent pyramid, interesting. Yeah, I kind of want to see how it bends too. If we don't end up going that way, I might have to do a special sometime. Now these are gonna be interesting because I have not practiced these maps at all, so I am not promising a clean build. This is gonna be a bit of an experiment. For a while, it was actually ahead. Like, when I got the game and started playing, I've been ahead of the streaming file for a while, but then the stream kind of caught up and is now surpassed where I am in my off-stream files. So the maps right now are going to be a little bit trickier for me. Alright, poll ended. Lily, we're gonna get our way. It looks like we're going South Dashur today. So let me go ahead. We'll grab that. We'll edit our stream info. Chat picked South Dashur.
Our new Pharaoh, Snofru, is determined that this, the fourth dynasty, be remembered as the greatest ever to rule Egypt. His architects have contrived a tomb even more spectacular than the stepped pyramid of Huni, and Pharaoh wishes you to oversee its construction. You will need to establish a fair-sized settlement south of Dashur, the site for Pharaoh's bent pyramid. Once in place, this city will provide the workforce necessary to complete this ambitious project. The bent pyramid is to be constructed of a plain stone core and faced with fine white limestone, that it may forever shine under the desert sun. You will find sufficient quantities of limestone at Dashur, but you'll need to import the necessary amount of plain stone for this undertaking. Pharaoh wishes that our borders be pushed even further south, and to this end he has dispatched military forces to invade Nubia and to establish a fortified city at Buhen, beside the second cataract of the Nile. To the north, Egypt has opened relations with Nkomi on the island of Cyprus. This land is named for its abundant reserves of copper ore, which are now a major import. Precious gemstones may be obtained from a recently established Egyptian outpost at Serabit Kadim in the land of Sinai. Lately, the supply has become erratic, however, due to unrelenting Bedouin and Canaanite attacks against the settlement, and we are uncertain how much longer the Egyptian forces stationed there can withstand them.
Alright, so Snowfru wants to radicalize the pyramid design. I don't think that's gonna last, Snowfru, but you know, you do you. We're going to need to import plain stones. That's interesting. And export limestone. I do believe limestone is a new resource to us. we do got our path not taken, and so the reference to the military map at Buhan. And I don't know that really and Comey is gonna feature much. Maybe it'll show up on our trade routes. We'll see. And it looks like Cerebic Kadim may be on again, off again in trade due to the military. Well, I don't think we're going to be sending support their way, though, is the catch. And that might impact our burial provisions. Alright, so let's pause and take a look at our map. We got a lot of space, but I'm not seeing a whole lot of activity. So we got 2 sides. So we got the Nile, 2 sides, 2 floodplains. This here's some farmable land. I believe that's called meadows. Sand dunes. Where do we mine the limestone? Is that only over here? My goodness. Yep, just limestone quarry. Okay, this is gonna be interesting. This is gonna be a very heavily trade-dependent map. We literally don't even have military options, so we have no way to defend ourselves, but that probably means we're not really at risk of anything either. Insofar as you can have a meadow in the desert, yes, that's fair. But I do believe that's what it's called. I'll have to look it up specifically. Alright, let's take a look at our resources here. So, basic services all the way up through library, which we know that takes quite a bit of papyrus. We've got some water. Actually, this is where you would use a bridge, so something like this. We haven't really made use of bridges much. It's not a huge, I don't think, benefit to this particular map, but it's nice to have. Maybe we'll use them someday. What are our food? Grain farms, barley farms, irrigation ditch. Got some interesting choices. Dock, so we're gonna have some water trade routes, and we have the ability to make a lot of finished goods and not a lot of ability to get ourselves a lot of resources. 3 deities. Ptah is our patron. Ra and Osiris. That'll be interesting. And then the medium bent pyramid. Okay. The library requires, I don't remember if it's 50 or 100 scrolls of papyrus to set up, but I believe it's like the implication that you have to have the books in place first in order to have a library. All right, let's take a look at our trade options. We're pretty deep in the heart of Egypt. So that makes sense. We wouldn't really be considered easy pickings anywhere. Medum is our closest. 300 to open a water trade route. They will buy beer, barley, limestone. Okay, so we know limestone's going to be one of our primary resources. We can farm barley, so exporting beer and limestone would make tons of sense. Let's keep Medum in mind. Cerebic Kadim, you buy grain, which is I know we can make grain, but we're probably going to need the grain. You do sell gems, incense, and copper. We might need that copper. Avu, you're so far away. You buy... I don't think we can supply these right away. What do you sell? Oh, you sell granite. Wow. Gems, linen, flax, and grain. I'd be interested in the flax, to be honest, but I think our first trade alliance is gonna go to Meadum. So we're gonna need a dock there. We will be exporting limestone when we're over 12. We will be importing plain stone. Yeah, let's go make that 12 and 12. Nice even dozens there. Oh, do we have to import clay? But we sure do. We sure do have to import clay. Alright, we'll start low at 400. We'll export beer. Went over 800. I know, I'm thinking really far ahead right now, but we're gonna be doing a lot of pre-building and then filling in the city. But we can't go too crazy because our treasury was a start of 10,000, so not a whole lot. We will want to import flax at some point. We want to import gems at some point. We're not going to export our barley quite yet. Alright, so beer and limestone, those are our industries. And we know for a fact we can only get limestone on the right side of the Nile. Okay. So here's my thinking. Here's my thinking. We are going to set up barley farms along the meadows and kind of have like a... We'll have our quarries on this side. We'll build like our industrial area right along this horizontal. What? Oh, it's an isometric design. It's hard to get horizontal. Well, in this general area, we're going to build our industrial complexes. So we're going to import things from this side. We're going to farm here. We're going to produce everything here. So then I think we will leave the floodplains to the grain. So our food production coming in. So we're probably going to want to build housing here or here. We definitely do not have enough green land there. Depends on how radical do we want to go. I think this is a nice stretch of green. Alright. You're gonna have to bear with me on this one. Yeah, maybe? We'll do it this way? gonna look a little weird. And these are for entertainment venues. Hang on, I'm trying to figure out placements here. So we want house, garden, garden, house. We're doing a double block is where we're coming into things here. Even? That might not be even. I'm gonna pull back the curtain shortly here. So we've got going on. We're gonna need a decent amount of population. Probably not as much as I'm currently preparing for, I bet. What we're building right now is infrastructure for rapid advancement. We're gonna have 2 neighborhood blocks here and here. We're gonna have an area that's dedicated to supplying the neighborhood blocks. We're gonna build in our industry here, and then across the water we're also gonna quarry for limestone. And up here we're gonna farm for grain. Okay, so the bent pyramid has kind of like a cap to it, is what it looks like. Yeah, the treasury limit, Lily, that is definitely my main concern. Let's go ahead. We'll put our fancy pyramid up at the top. The other thing I wanted to do while we're working on it, we're going to use this little curve. We're going to design our industrial area. First off, it's right there. And this just helps us space things out a little bit. One, two, three, four, five. One. Oh. 1, 2, 3, 4. One, two, three, 4. 2, 3, 4. All right. It's a little bit tight. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Little bit close to the houses, which is not great in the grand scheme of things, but we'll try to make it work. Okay. This is a lot of infrastructure on the outset, but we're using we're inspired by the building style of Seven Wolf 77. If you like this type of content, city building, especially Pharaoh A New Era, highly recommend checking out his videos on YouTube. This is a very similar build, I think, but not an exact replica because I don't have the double neighborhood blocks in practice. This will be our first attempt at one. Okay. Matter of fact, I don't even know necessarily that we're gonna start our second neighborhood just yet. We're gonna leave it. We're gonna focus on one. We'll focus on one and then the other. So we know you need infrastructure. There are no reeds on this map, so no need for an apothecary. Otherwise it would be nice. And our juggler schools and dance conservatories are going to be built in this like little section up here. I think we're gonna probably have to add another road outwards. Okay, let's go ahead and finish some of our housing. be going a little crazy with the temples right now. But I don't want to risk angering any one of them at the moment. Oh gosh. We also have this whole thing to do. And this whole thing to do. And the food whole thing to do. We got this. We got this. Let's not be overwhelmed at the beginning of a new map. I am kind of overwhelmed right now. Okay. We also have... We need a dock. Lily says, that would be very like most of the ancient pantheons. How dare you build my temple next to them, Smite? more like, how dare you build a temple for them and not me, Smite? I have a feeling this is going to be problematic for us. We're going to roll with it anyway and see what happens. Okay. Rain. That'll work pretty good, I think. Alright. greenery for each warehouses. They should access those pretty easily. We're definitely gonna need an architect and a firehouse. Okay. Then how do we want to build our... Oh, actually. That might work. We build the three, or the entertainment stuff right here. I'm gonna put this down a little bit. Let's go back to the plan we had. And we'll see how it goes. Alright, we'll start there. That should be plenty enough to start. Because we want one to be half pottery, half beer, and we want the other one to be half linen, half papyrus. We're gonna have to get all of those things. Oh, and in fact, it's not accept, it's get. Alright. Oh gosh, I'm so scared about starting this map, honestly. It's just gonna be a string of unemployment notifications right off the bat. Like, lack of employees, not unemployment notifications. A little bit different. Let's leave that one open for now. Alright. Did we ever... Okay, we did build a dock. We didn't actually build the infrastructure of what we wanted from the dock. Okay. We also need a palace. Yeah, let's go ahead and put the palace there. We will need a personal mansion. I'm gonna put the personal mansion there. Yes, employees are very much needed. I'm hoping that they will show up soon. Water lift. Oh my gosh, that worked out perfectly. Actually, I think here where you will be less inclined to make trouble. Yeah. Yes, I'm aware we need so many employees. Okay. That should get a little bit started. Alright, here come the people. There's so many jobs, please, everyone. Please take jobs. Gosh. I'm already so low on money. It's crazy. Give a boost to hygiene first. Maybe I should have started that second neighborhood already. Okay. The other thing we need... right here we find. Okay. We know we need to accept all barley. We shouldn't have a problem with grains. The granaries should be able to take care of that. For the first harvest at least, and we don't have any bazaars, so it'll just store up. We shall put you there. It's a very circuitous route down. Okay. You know, it's fine. It's fine, it'll be fine. Okay, we've got some grain coming in. That's great. And yep, we already have the barley farms operational. So then we are going to go ahead and... Ooh, what do we want to do first? We'll go ahead and get some food to people. I mean, people like food, right? I assume.
With the fields underwater, I work now for glory everlasting.
Interesting. That should get us a few more people. Let's see here. We're actually going to make a little bit of a change. We are going to use this. So we're going to accept all the clay here. We'll accept all the limestone here. We're gonna use this as a kind of a trade hub for the moment. Go and accept all. Except we don't want barley. Beer. Pottery. Basically anything we produce. Or grain. Do that. Not a great flood year. Oh, I know what I made a mistake of accepting. Straw. Who wants straw? Okay, we definitely ran out of food. That's okay. So this will fill up, this warehouse should fill up with beer, and that will be one of our main exports, which we sorely need an export. Like we're hovering over our first bankruptcy, so we're definitely gonna hit that within the year. Then I think once we have the beer production going, we gotta switch over and get that limestone going. We're gonna be heavily dependent on these exports. What? What? You want money? Cerebit Kadeem requests, you said 500 Debins in 12 months helping could bring us benefits later. I don't have 500 Debins. Way to hit somebody when they're down. Jeez. Can't even risk building a road over here. I've got problems. I've got no gold mines. Whew, this might be a restart to the map. We'll see. I think I might have gone a little too far with city development and not far enough with beer production that quickly. Well, I got plenty of barley. I think the issue is that I don't have enough workers. Yeah, my first instinct was I was looking at this block going, well, I know a magistrate's gonna go there. I know a scribe school's gonna go there. So I'm gonna have this neat little square where nothing goes. I'll stick a statue there. And then I realized I was down to under 300 Devons, and that was a bad idea. Okay, I don't think the layout is the problem. I think the layout is great. I think the prioritization, this is the problem. This is a way of giving a certain industry priority on workers. So, like, it'll tell me, I think, I'm not sure what the numbers are, but it might be how many are working as compared to how many need to be working. But, like, we've got production buildings 48, and now I have 0. I guess that might be 0 needed. These might be numbers needed, in which case that's a lot, especially in food and farming. I did go a little crazy with the farms, but yeah, I should have started the double. Oh gosh, do I risk it? I think we're just gonna be hitting debt no matter what at this point. Oh, 6 months left to comply. The nerve of you people. Demanding money from me. I have 100 Devons in my account. Okay, we finally reached at least equilibrium on the employment front. I don't need to do that anymore. Roughly equilibrium? We could, in fact, turn off a couple of these farms. Let's do that. Oh, I'm out of money. Yep. Alright, we knew we were gonna hit it the one time. Ugh. Okay, we're finally starting to get our beer stockpiled. Pottery. We do have some clay, so I think we'll go ahead there. And for the moment, we'll let this accept pottery as well. Ideally, I would want pottery here, beer here, but let's not get crazy. That guy should walk around there. And this guy should walk around there. Oh, we already had some problems. Yep, go figure. Infrastructure was lacking there. I mean, that was my fault, but same time. Okay. We like have tons of barley now, so we do not need this much production. Okay, we've got pottery going, we've got beer going. We know that's good. I know we're definitely gonna need more. Okay, this is a rough start, but we're gonna give it a try. We're gonna roll with it and see what happens. This may not be our easiest city build yet, but if we have to redo it, we can do it. We can.
These goods will make welcome additions to the bazaar.
Oh, you know what? I'm pretty sure we can export some of this as well. There. That should solve some of the issue. Okay, wages fall. That's fine. Wages can fall. I'm not gonna make a change yet. Disease strikes. Yeah, that's my fault. These guys have no access to water. This neighborhood is rough. Let me tell you. We also don't have any festivals. Oh, great. It's not a great place for them. Never mind. Let's go. Let's go with Osiris. Wow, this is such an uneven developing. Gotcha. Did you ever build an apothecary in the city of Planning? I did not build an apothecary. There are no reeds on this map, so they will not get malaria. The disease was not malaria. It was just unhygienic conditions because I was a jerk and I never put a water source for these poor people over here. Alright, now I think I've fixed some of the development issues. I wasn't paying attention to their beautification needs. Should cover some things. Now we will at some point add in a dentist here, and that'll be fine. And we'll add a mortuary. Oh gosh. I might have to put the tax collector down here. I wanted to add a mortuary here, but then I realized he's gonna probably walk this area. I don't think I can... Yeah, I can't put stops on the plaza. It's fine. We'll figure it out. There are other places I could put a tax collector. Okay, we're now exporting some of the barley, so I think I'm going to go ahead and do that. We should have a decent amount of people coming into the city. What? Are you kidding me? Okay. Whew, alright. They're unhappy. Unhappy that it took us so long to send them 500 Devons. So their response was, hey, give us 2,000. Oh, I'm so mad right now. This is a heck of a map, guys. Okay, I know what I need to do. I need to start mining for limestone. All right, let's just go. Let's just go for it. If we can't get there, we can't get there. It won't be a problem. There. Do I want the storage yard here or by the dock? I suspect I want this storage yard here. Now, if we can get that limestone trade going, our money problems should resolve themselves over time. No, well... It is okay. Lily asked if the game is not giving any leeway for trying to plan ahead the city expansion here. Well, that really is the catch, right? That is part of the game. It assumes that you should be taking into account your resources and what you can and cannot accomplish. Part of the game is sometimes getting a little too ambitious. How do I want to give them 2,000? You know what? This may be a run where we just not comply and see what happens. I don't want to give them my money. I'm using my money to make this neighborhood pretty. They're gonna have to deal with it. Also, what's your problem? Oh, you don't have food. That's a fair problem. Should be less of an issue shortly, though. Oh gosh. I don't think I'm making enough food for people. I am aware that that neighborhood has some issues right now. They are gonna have to wait. Lack of government funding says we can't afford healthcare for people. Oh gosh. We'll run with that. The temple complex. That's where I need to spend that 2,000 devons. Obviously. I'm gonna have so many trade issues. Well, it's not like they can attack me. This is a no military map. I don't think we're giving you that either. Our kingdom rating is gonna tank though. Like, and hard. Okay, that should be plenty of resources, guys. Oh no, people are leaving.
I've been kicked out of my home, and through no fault of my own.
Oh no, I feel so bad. Wait, some of them are coming back.
I've been kicked out of
Okay.
my home, and through no fault of my own.
I am sure as heck not giving you... Oh, that's a request from Pharaoh. Oh my gosh. There's no end to Pharaoh's greed. Matchless Pharaoh wants you to send 1,100 grain to Menefer within 24 months. But I need that food, Pharaoh. Alright, for anyone joining us an hour into South Dashur, this is on the verge of dumpster fire. We've got reoccurring disease in this area of town because I can't build this neighborhood. I'm too broke. We've got several unmet requests which are going to cause problems. And currently the only thing keeping us afloat is our beer and limestone trade. Yeah, because other than that, we're gonna have issues. Honestly, I'm waiting for one big disaster to occur, and then we're probably gonna redo this map. We're gonna keep pressing forward though for the moment. Okay, what can we do? What do we need? We need more employees. I have so many houses. Okay. Can I import reeds? Reeds will at least be cheaper to import than papyrus. Oh gosh. can I store reeds? It says wait for a deity to get angry because you can't afford festivals. That's probably going to happen. It shouldn't happen too quickly though, because the main deity who was upset was Ptah, because I hadn't built his temple complex. So I built the temple complex at the cost of not fulfilling a city request. It's gonna be rough. I hesitate to even. Okay, our kingdom rating right now is 45. That's gonna hit the teens or the single digits by the end of this next couple of years, I bet. I could always. Do I? No, we're not going to. We have refused. They're not going to take our money. I could always turn a couple of these barley farms into grain farms, but again, we also have trade problems. Let's take out the barley trade for now. So that'll fill up with barley. That should fill up with beer. We've got our limestone going on. What else do we need for this? Oh, our population is crap.
Is determined that this, the fourth dynasty, be remembered as the greatest.
Fire in the city? What caught on fire? Oh, one of the shanty houses. You know what? Feel bad for you, but we're just gonna let that go for now. Let's check our medium bent pyramid. So the base has been leveled, roof is being placed on the tomb. Now there's a resting place fit for an eternity. No current course requires 64 blocks of plain stone and 20 blocks of limestone. Oh, actually, you know what the problem is? I don't have the stonemasons guilds out. Oh gosh, okay. Well, let's put you there. Okay, we now have reeds in. What do they want? Grain? I'm not sending grain. I'm really not sending grain. I need that grain. Okay, I now have reeds, so let's start making some papyrus. Make papyrus. We can also have a scribe school. And let's stick a fancy statue right there. Yes, the fancy statue is more important than assisting in the aid of another city. And let's hold a grand festival to Ra, who maybe can help us with the kingdom raiding nonsense. I knew it. Okay. What did it fall to? 30. Okay, that was what, a 15 point hit? 15 point hit. Okay. You guys don't understand. I'm so broke. I am so broke. We're gonna weather this. We're gonna see how it goes. What else do we need after scribe school? Dentist. Dentist I can do. I've even got a spot for one right there. Limestone? Guys, you were seriously overestimating the amount of limestone I have access to at the moment. Oops. Okay. Alright. There we go. Bro, I've told you, I don't have the grain for that. Alright, so I cleared out the straw that we gotten from our production of the grain. I just emptied it because we're not gonna use it. And then I am currently importing wood because we will need that to build the steps on the pyramid. Oh gosh, okay. No, it's fine, it's fine. We're gonna hold a festival. We're gonna hold a festival, a grand festival to Ra. Yep, we've got this. It will all work out in the end. I have faith. I built my gardens wrong here. I can fix that. I'm not sure what that notification is. Oh, employees needed. We sure do need some employees. It's fine. I don't have that much limestone. Okay, yeah, so we'll get this neighborhood. we'll get this neighborhood going. We'll hold a grand festival. Ta-ra! Oh. I guess I can't. Oh, I'm in debt, that's why. No, it's fine. Oh, okay, there it is. All right, so I did go a little bit cheeky there at the end. This is our first official defeat where we hit negative 5,000 demons in debt. So we are gonna take a break for a couple of minutes, and then we're gonna come back and we are gonna retry this mission. So I know we can do it. We just have to play it a little bit smarter. I think it'll be a little bit more careful. Get that limestone and beer export going first. And maybe I don't know. We'll have to figure it out. But it is not insurmountable. So for now, we'll go ahead and take a short intermission. So that was our first failed city. Ooh, that was a lesson, sure. Not even a military failure. This was a complete municipal failure. This is only a failure of governing. That one hurts a little bit. All right.
Our new Pharaoh.
Okay, so take two. Less preemptive building, says Lily. I think you are correct. We need to and we need to scale back our vision just a little bit from the start. I don't think our layout was bad. I think it was spending. But I think what we want is we need to get that limestone going pretty early. Okay. 5 limestone. Because the limestone is where the money is. And that's really the essence of it. Oh, hang on, I don't quite like that. Okay. Berry, then limestone. One, two, three, four, five. Okay. So we've got that. We know we want a dock. Okay. Okay. Water lift, ferry, dock. So this is the kind of the hub here that I need to connect to. And that's fine. I still need. Now from here, so we've got limestone, we have our dock. We want our dock to have access to a storage yard, where that limestone is going to go. And so that'll be really quick to get it out the door. Who else buys limestone? Do you sell? You sell flax. I do want that eventually. You sell wood. Oh, I do need wood. And you buy beer. Okay, let's do that. Alright, so we're down to under 8,000. Okay. So we know infrastructure. We're gonna be exporting limestone. We're gonna be exporting beer. So beer is the next thing we want to do. Developing this area, go ahead and throw in a little bit of grain here. Even as we know we are mostly focused on the barley. Okay, so 4 grain, 6 barley. And we're gonna want that to come out somewhere. Let's not go crazy. Let's not go crazy. So the reason we want to be able to collect the barley and the grain. Grain, barley. Okay, that's good there. That's good for now. That's good for now. And we are going to have to build breweries, but let's work on our neighborhoods first. Two, three, 4, 5, 6. Might have been a little too long, but we'll deal with that as it occurs. Might be a crazy build. I'm just gonna roll with it for now. Alright. It's a little bit different. Instead of going side by side this way, we're just gonna build along this. And I thought that that might save me a little bit in the initial cost building resources. We're still gonna to have like a central supply gathering area about here. And then we'll probably end up doing the pyramid down here this time. Actually, I don't think it cost us anything to set the pyramid, so. There, that's where we'll stick the pyramid. Although, hang on. Hang on. Oh no, I cannot rotate the pyramid. Darn it! Alright, it's fine. It's fine. Do I still want it here though? Will I have enough room? It's not gonna be pretty. Yeah, we'll leave it there. this a little funky. But it'll be okay. I have faith we can make this work for us. Okay. What else do I absolutely need to get started before we go too deep into spending? Neighborhoods need a physician. Oh, and they need a water source. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. That's pretty decent. That's a pretty good start. We're under 5,000 now, so we've spent more than half of our building. Yes, don't forget the water source for the housing this time. Oh goodness. Okay. Yeah, it's not like I haven't built dozens of these maps already. Well, probably not that many. Certainly, we're on mission 11, so I've built 10. 2, 3, 4, 5. So these roadblocks will actually help us direct our forced walkers. Well, they'll direct our ambulomancy, our walkers for the architect's post and the firehouse. I have to decide where I want them is the catch. Yes, I've done many off streams as well. Okay, architect's post there. And there. Firehouse there and there. You notice, like, we get a lot of architects and firehouses, but that's kind of just the nature of the game, really. Because buildings collapse and catch fire. That's the main thing that they like to do. Okay, since we have some grain growing, I don't know that we're gonna go too crazy on the grain up here, though we will want to at some point develop that. All right. Let's see, what else do we want? Let's hold off on doing the palace and the mansion until we have some trade income. Let's go ahead and set our numbers. We can export limestone. We have to import plain stone, but we can hold off on that until we have exports set up. We can export beer when we're over 800. Let's say 800 for now. We will get into reeds and papyrus later on. We'll get into copper, wood, all that stuff later on. Okay. So, exports first, exports first. brewery is what we want. Alright. So I think maybe we go ahead and open it up. Oh, the only thing we haven't done, we gotta be careful about this. We have to build an area. Alright, let's see if this will work. Seriously, I'll create another force loop just to hold this infrastructure. Oh, that won't work. I might have it come up that way then. Because we are eventually going to want to use this area. Okay, so we've got our basic needs. Architect, firehouse, police station, physician. Got a water source. We've got the start of our first neighborhood block population. And we spent close to 6,000 of our 10,000 starting money getting our first 2 imports. So I think what we do is we go ahead, let's kickstart the timeline and see if we can get these exports going. Because we know we're going to be getting requests in for quite a few things. Then my thought is we might stick our 2 bazaars down here. And then when we eventually do that one. I'm gonna take this house out because I need some space for, like, I need green space for the palace and the mansion. So and then I think we'll probably end up putting our festival square maybe in this little section here. Oh. Okay, should have
I like living here. But if I were running the town, I'd do some things differently.
Everybody's a critic. Alright, I think he's getting to all the houses now. So honestly, alright, let's take a look. Do we even have any? We don't. Okay, we do need a couple of workhouses for the farms. Can do that. And we also need we could import food. We can import some grain really quick. That might be a lot. Lily says, continuing theory, bent pyramids are the notion of wandering artist turned stonemason Bob, who decided he wanted to do something new and interesting with this one, then got caught. That's why there's only one. It's a working theory. Okay, so our... Yes, I am very well aware we need some employees. We shouldn't, however, have to prioritize hygiene anymore, which should help with some of the workflow. I think this is the straw. I have absolutely no need for straw, that's for sure. Okay, now here's the unfortunate thing. I've got to do this. I've got to do them here? Yeah, I want to do them here. I know what I said earlier and I changed my mind and I just realized this entire neighborhood's not gonna work. Oh my gosh. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Ugh. It's fine. It's fine. I'm not happy about this. Come here and get this, but eventually I'd like them to get their food up here. I think I might have to shift this entire block. It's fine. I'll worry about it later. Okay, now I think we at least have... Okay, we've got some limestone, that's good. Do we have... I don't think we have a place for the beer to go. So let's do that. Okay, so we know we at least have our 2 exports. Let's hope this fixes our income problem. So if we can get any amount of income, then I know I want to start building some grain here. So far, still we're still spending more than we make. Oh god, Rob, come on, buddy. I barely even started. You're already getting on me about your temples. Luckily, temples aren't too expensive. The temple complex is gonna be a different story. You are taking a great chunk of our money, but let's play nice with our friends this time. Try to solve that issue. Okay, we're gonna have a nice population bump, I think, here. We'll have this granary go get the grain, and then the bazaars can grab it from here. That should be fine. And then once we are stable, once we're a little more stable, I'll worry about building the second neighborhood block. Alright, well, we hit our first out of money. I think that was probably purchasing grain, to be honest. Okay. With the limestone trade, guys. Let's keep a cool dozen in reserve, just in case we have issues and demands down the road. Okay, our numbers did go up slightly. I'm guessing limestone's just not as profitable as I would have hoped. That could also be Ra's fault. You know, he wasn't terribly happy. Okay. We're starting to get more of a influx of people, which is good. This should just help ensure the development goes a little more smoothly. Okay, there we go. Hopefully Ra can help fix some of our prices there. And I know that another thing we need to do is get the grains going, and then we gotta start doing some other goods, I think, too. Oh gosh. Okay. That at least is better than nothing. Alright, let's do that so we can keep an eye on things. We need pottery. We need to import clay. And I think this is where we're gonna import our clay. Lily is asking, when you have to demolish a building, do you get the resources you spent to build it back, or is that just gone? It's just gone. If you demo a building, anything in it is gone. It is, resources are not really recoverable in that way. What did I want? I wanted clay. Start with 4. Yeah, Lily's saying boo to the losing of resources. It sucks, but like that's management is really this entire game, so it's not too bad. Honestly, in nice, stable, flourishing cities, your bigger problem is you make too many resources. A lot of the times storing them becomes more of a problem than not. Okay. That's not, this neighborhood block is looking slightly better. I will say I'm a little concerned at the trade prices. Oh gosh. We also have a bit of an issue here when it comes to grain. Perpetual lack of storage space is Lily's mood. It's fair. Okay. So we don't have a whole ton of money, which seems to be the song of this particular map. Okay, we did get some back, which is good. Once this grain storage hits, I should be able to solve the request. There we go. Gosh, that took a lot of our grain, by the way. Now, hopefully I don't have to stockpile it. Alright, our kingdom standing is going up, which is good. Currently I think we've got the makings of a stable food source. Our pottery industry is going to be a little bit slow to start, which is unfortunate. But I need to move on to the next thing. I need to get this complex built. Gosh, it's so expensive. Yeah, that was risky. But here's the thing. If Patat does not get his complex, he's gonna be really ticked off. And he's gonna go after our warehouses. So he will just like devastate our supplies. I don't think we can really afford to lose our beer and pottery at this point in time. Okay. Yes, more employees are needed. Thank you for reminding me. I will resolve to fix this situation. Okay, we do have some housing evolution. That's good. Courthouse. And I think we'll level it at courthouse rather than push for scribe school. And we might go ahead and start trying to invest in some more farms. That was a lot of money you asked of me, Pharaoh. And/or city. I don't like that you asked that much. If we can keep this stable, I'd love for us to build a second neighborhood. I'm gonna have to fix some of this though. Okay. This might be an interesting, tiny little place. Actually, you know what? Hang on. I think I can fix this. We can make this work. Right? Here. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. think I've got this. There, there, there. And you go there. Okay. Now, okay, I think I've fixed our double neighborhood issue. This is a little bit weird in terms of water supply placement. Actually, wow, I'm being so fussy. There. Pavilions 500. Why are you so expensive? Alright. I am still having some severe food shortage issues as well. Oh, okay. Yep. We need people. We need tons of people, and we need tons of other things that we simply don't currently have. Biggest problem is absolutely food production, right? Okay, we've got some workers up here. Good, we're gonna super need that. I don't think I can fit any more farms in here, can I? Not with irrigation. It's fine. We'll turn a couple of these into barley farms when we need to. Okay. Reeds. Do 800 reeds. Oops. That was the wrong button. Okay, we want flax, reeds. Gems, copper, wood, incense, ebony. I need granite. Granite. Oh, I'm gonna need plain stone as well. Gosh, grr. trade maps are so difficult. Alright. Okay. That should at least solve some of the employment issues. Okay, so we're gonna have reeds read soon so we can start making papyrus. That's excellent. Might do that along this row. Yeah. What happened here? Poor design layout. My fault. Sorry, my bad. Oh gosh. We got a stockpile limestone. I don't even know if we have enough. There, that should solve that problem. I did just give those people a bunch of decorative gardens before I remembered they needed food. Why do you ask? We need plain stone is what we need. You're still super low on money. Green is really difficult to build a city. Like, Lily says, I heard papyrus. Now I just have a mental image of a scroll of papyrus with a pirate hat and a bathrobe. That's fair. That's fair. Well, papyrus, go figure, scrolls of the palace. Papyrus is what influenced the naming of the series. Anything else to export? Yeah, I'll export when we're over 1200. Exporting them over 800. Once we get the industry growing, I will also export papyrus, but I don't think we're quite there yet. Ra, Ta, and Osiris. The nice thing is temples being put in the middle of a neighborhood block actually do help with the desirability of the neighborhood. That's why we get some. Oh my gosh! Somebody's willing to give us plain stone? How nice of them. Alright. Where do we put this plain stone? Can we put it here? I do stock and distribution. It should be fine. It should be fine. We are slowly growing our population. To get the plain stone in, we should be able to start some of this other monument stuff. Okay, our reputation is at least much better this time around. We haven't offended a bunch of people. I think food has been our biggest hitch, to be honest. Okay, we got some money in again. I had something I wanted to do. Papyrus, that's what I wanted to do. 1, 2, 3. Start with 3. See how that goes. Want to get half linen, get half papyrus. Once we have the papyrus stuff going, we'll go ahead and add in the scribe schools and kick this up a notch. The nice thing is this has been relatively stable. Again, food is our biggest problem. But I honestly think we are just working our way through it. I need to be able to produce more beer is also part of the issue. Let's go ahead and develop a few more farms for grain, and that should help decrease our reliance on the grain farms that are irrigated. Also do this and sort of split the difference a little bit. Yep, I think that's what we got. Oh gosh, I can acknowledge that you want money from me, but I don't know that I can fulfill that request. Just logistically. Plants are very expensive. I gotta wait a second. Okay, we do have papyrus coming in. Do I go ahead and risk the school? Yeah, I think I'm gonna risk the school. How much money did you want from me? $2,000? Oh gosh. That is a lot of Devons. I never did get that gift of plain stone, did I? Oh, darn it. That would have been really nice. It's okay. I'll have to import it at some point. Alright, now I should be able to fulfill that request, right? There we go. Oh, so much money. Please somebody buy more limestone so that I can entertain my second neighborhood. Well, for better or for worse, I don't think I'm gonna purchase any more grain. I think we've at least reached the point where we are, we can produce enough for ourselves. What else can move the needle forward? Okay, I think we can now afford to entertain this neighborhood. At least a little bit. Yeah, I'll go ahead and do the second one. This might be the cap of development, though, for this particular neighborhood, because I don't have access to a second type of food. Yes, I am aware this is costing me more money than I have. This would like a courthouse, which I am happy to provide. They at some point soon will like a school. Yep. Okay. Alright, I'm done building. Until we need to start another industry, obviously. Okay. We need more limestone. don't know that we're selling enough as it is, because there's still some there. I think we've solved at least the stability issue for that. You guys are just waiting for your entertainment to pop up, which shouldn't be too far away. What's happening here? There's definitely a route. We'll see where this one goes. Okay, they're going here. Do I maybe just not have enough juggler schools? You're going up? Oh, you're going that way though. Wow. I can at least do juggler schools. I don't know if we can do much else. There we go. Okay. Got a juggler in, at least. That's excellent. Debating whether I want to put it on this side or not. I'll put it there. I don't want to put it too close to the houses. How many employees do I need, buddy? We're finally starting to turn a profit, though. That's great. That is extremely great news. I think we're still eating way too much grain. Okay, now it is time for stonemasons. And one carpenter. About this this second attempt. It's not perfect. I have a feeling we are just going to be perpetually a little bit behind on our food, which is not great. Alright, let's try to improve our desirability a little bit to help stabilize some of these houses. Then let's see which yeah, let's do this one. Here maybe? Here. So I could have done that one over. Yeah, go ahead and... I was saving this block for a mortuary, which we do have. I don't know that we're gonna need to use them. Okay, so we filled up at least one granary. That's excellent. Our prosperity rating should be much better now. Our kingdom rating is really high, 100. Prosperity is 59. What were our... Okay. Culture, honestly, we actually didn't need too much of a problem there. We only need 25 prosperity, so obviously this is a tougher map when it comes to the imports exports. Well, we're to the point where we just need to stabilize, finish our monument, and check out, what do we need? We need granite. All right, let's import. Gosh, how much was that granite? This is so much. Let's start with 10. 32. I think it's got to be, unfortunately, it's got to be 32. Okay. Let's see if we can find some place that will accept granite. Accept nothing but granite. I think we're gonna have to have an entire warehouse dedicated just to granite. And the other thing we can do now that we finally stabilized our income, we can build some of these. That should make the temple or the monument building go a little bit faster. And we will also import grain again. And also flax. My goodness. You realize I don't have a gold mine. Thank you for bankrupting me. Jeez. I mean, not actually. They could have. Yes, the downfall of my family. Thank you very much. Well, I had to send 4,000 demons to Sarat Kadim. Which I probably don't want to accept anymore. How are we doing on unemployment these days? We actually have an unemployed workforce of 1%. Whew. What a difference. We have a little bit of room here. We could develop more housing. I wasn't going to worry about it too much in the moment, though. We also need to find a place to store our excess papyrus. So I'd like to start exporting that. Export surplus. You know what? Let's have a grand festival. Just double check. Yeah, we don't have a secondary food source. So that's as far as they can develop. I can add in a mortuary just for the completing the neighborhood sake, which I may. Oh, and I don't think we've hit our population goal yet. So, in fact, we need to do a little bit more work here. Look, I have helped these cities out immensely. They should be able to help themselves now. So the reason I had to build 2 neighborhoods was not necessarily, was more because the lack of secondary food source, because that inhibits how far these buildings can develop. Like they could get a little bit, they could develop more. We didn't reach the edge of what they're capable of with more luxury goods, access to a mortuary, things like that. But because of the limit on them, any one block could only hold a certain population number. So that's why we needed 2 blocks. And it is just much easier to supply 2 blocks if we have a nice centralized segment like this. What did I do here? That should be there. We'll continue to add in a few houses as we're working on some other things. So we now have flax, which means we can start weaving. And as we grow more workforce, we can add in a few more laborers' camps to help things like the monument or the farms. And then
Our new Pharaoh.
what I would like to also do... Alright, 25 out of 32. Once we have enough of granite, I'm gonna go ahead and knock out the burial provisions part of it, because this will just take forever. And we also may need to increase our plain stone up to 12. So we're closing in on the stability phase of our city. Once we have this sort of set up a bit, we definitely could have done a couple things better in terms of like storage placement. But I'm not unhappy with this design. That's kind of interesting. And for my first double neighborhood block, I'm pretty pleased with figuring it out. The key is you want to centralize your entertainment and have your forced walkers, entertainers, just make sure you have them at the quarters. So wherever you have your entertainment, you have to have your bandstands like diagonally. So having one central area here means the squares had to be built like that, or they could have been long ways rather than like they could have gone here and here. That would have worked just fine too. But I think the catch with that was I didn't have access to a waterable land, which looks kind of plain. Let's decorate it up a bit. Okay, so now we are starting to have linen, which means we'll add in our mortuaries. That'll take the linen there, and then we can also export surplus on linen. I don't think we have any outstanding requests. I think part of our problem is that our trade partners got oh no, it was Cerebit Kadim. Well, I don't think we actually needed anything from them, so we should be okay for now. Got plenty of clay. Ooh. Cerebit Kadim has fallen to our enemy. I gave them so much money and so much stuff. Copper and gems. Well, okay. Alright, I lost access to copper and gems for the moment, but I don't think I was using them, and I don't think I needed them in my burial provisions. Just granite. So apart from Pharaoh asking for copper or gems, which, to be honest, I wouldn't be surprised if he pulled that kind of bullcrap on me. If he does, though, I've got a severe problem. I don't think I have any way to trade for copper and gems now. Yeah, I can. It's just going to be more expensive. I have no way to import copper. And I don't make copper to export, so why would I? That's gonna be our little luxury goods corner in case issues come up. still low on population? My goodness. Well, I chose poorly in that location, didn't I? Alright, that's alright. We will... Gosh, I guess we'll just put you... Put you right there. Because I have a slight problem. I don't want to send musicians that way. Because I considered putting him here, but he would just walk that way. Well, I guess he couldn't. There's no connecting path there. That's fine. It's fine. Our population's finally heading upwards. Squeeze a little bit more population out of these blocks is the idea. Should get us to the 3,500 we need. There we go. Okay, we have very full neighborhood blocks now. But that gosh, I'm really hoping that gets us to the population we need. Delivered. Alright, we no longer need to import granite. So that means you can go back to accepting plain stone. I think, however, we've lost some connections to some of our trade cities, unfortunately. What's the unemployment now? 22? Now we have the opposite problem. We have too much unemployment. Okay, I know how to fix that at least. Oh gosh, what happened over here? What happened? This is a bustling little industrial area. I will say that was a good, I think we hit on a good strategy there. I wish I could more easily build in some more limestone quarries. This is not a great, like, it's right up against the edge of the map, so it's hard to get to. And we aren't really like selling them out. There's a limit to how many you can sell each year. Okay, we at least have some gemstones in case we get a random request from Pharaoh. We do not, however, have any copper. So that's my current concern. It looks like our food source has stabilized a bit, which is great. Good, good, good. Alright, I think we are, I think we're about the stage where we're gonna hit 5 times speed. Before we do that, let's go ahead and take another quick bio break, and we will return to hopefully finish up this medium bent pyramid. This will be the first one we've completed. We did at least get the burial provisions done, so now we just need to make progress on the build. So we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna step back a little bit, and we'll be back in a few moments. Okay, we're back. Alright, for those of you joining us for Scrolls of the Palace, our Let's Play of Pharaoh: A New Era, my name is Nictory, and we are just about to go into our kind of second half of the city build project, as it were. Once the city has been organized and reached a point of stability, and like other win conditions have been met, you're really left with just the monument building. And it's such a time-consuming process in the game that there is a ×5 speed mode. So once we get the city built up, we head into this ×5 speed mode, and the only thing we really want to do now is balance out our deity favor, because the only thing you can't really automate and stabilize is how often you're throwing your festivals. So we will occasionally alternate deities and throw festivals, but our city is looking pretty good. We had, what's the city unemployment? Okay, we still have a good deal of unemployment now. Alright, Wicker Dolphin jumped in and says hello. Hello, Wicker Dolphin. We are working on our South Dashur Mission 11, and we've just been told that we have an unemployment problem, meaning we have too many unemployed workers. So our solution to that, first off, is if you're building a pyramid, build more work camps. And this is a crazy amount of work camps, by the way. The secondary solution, so what have we got going on? We could always build a few more resources. Give this a try. Couple of potters. Ooh, somebody wants barley. Alright, we gotta stop for a second. Alright, so then we'll get requests in like this, and alright, we need to stockpile our barley until we can fulfill the request. But we're gonna go ahead and add just a few more of these in. Here's the question. Alright, compliance is now possible. Thank you. I wasn't sure if it was going to be. Alright. So what is this waiting on? 2 courses have been laid in place. Requires 20 blocks of limestone. Okay, I don't think it's asking me to halt anything. But what I could do, just to make sure we're not... There. We're not exporting too much limestone that will have a problem with our pyramid build. I can make sure we don't export until we're over 20. Oh yeah, okay. So for those of you who missed it, this was a really tough start. We actually, for the first time in the course of the campaign stream, failed the city. Oh gosh, Ra is upset. Okay. Look, guys, I am just trying to make a video here. We failed the city the first time. We actually had a really rough start. It did not go smoothly at all. I overspent, like built way too much, and actually hit the debt threshold in order for like to lose the game or lose the city. So we had a city defeat the first time. And then we restarted and had a little bit of, you know, it was a slow start. It was not an easy city to get going because there's only one source of food, and it's grain, and grain is awful to build a city on. But we got there in the end. So now we're a nice 2 block. It's nice and stable. We do still run out of food sometimes, which is not great. And we are having some issues down here. What's going on, guys? I didn't realize the stonemasons guild and the carpenters guild could catch fire. My bad. Alright, we're gonna fix this. Ra's gonna be happy. What else can we do with our workforce? Anything that will help the pyramid? You know what? Let's do this. This is a little bit cheesy. I don't normally like to do this. But we need to employ a few people anyway, so we might as well. Okay. Angry Sun God is very bad. Okay, that seems to have been fixed, which is great. I'm wondering what the issue is here on the pyramid build. We need more plain stone? Is that our problem? I don't even think we could get any more plain stone. Well, We might be just at the whim of the trade RNG at this point in time. So I know we lost Kerma, or not Kerma. We lost access to one of the cities. Sarabet Kadim is still out. Still can't trade with other people. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, no. Medium still sells plain stone. Just how much? 40. Okay, 40. Let's go ahead and max out our buying from Medium. We got the exports settled in, so we should be able to afford it. Our prosperity's been pretty good this time around. We should have plenty of plain stone, guys. I don't know why you're having issues. Honestly, what's going on in this one? Oh. Still be laying it out there. What's the issue? It says everything's going fine, but clearly we do not have... Alright, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do a quick save game. We're gonna do a return to main menu. We're gonna reload the save. Because I think our monument might be a little glitched. See if that fixes our problem. Oh no. What's going on up here, guys? Shouldn't have a food supply issue. I'm gonna assume that'll sort itself out. Really, my mate... Ooh. Something's definitely happening. Okay, I'm gonna drop down out of speed for a second. Why are you? Okay, yeah, they're gonna sort it. That'll sort itself out. I think it just for some reason ran out of food or grabbed it from a weird area. That was a lot of grain, buddy. Shouldn't be having any issues now. Oh, I also wonder if, okay, I have a suspicion I know what this problem is. And the solution is a trade issue. That I forgot to import wood for the stairs. Alright. Alright, let's see if that fixes the monument problem. We definitely have a food problem now since we had to send so much grain elsewhere. Alright, now let's head into 5 times speed. Just waiting for our merchants to come through with the wood. There we go. Now our Carpenter Guild will get to work, and we'll start building some staircases up. Okay. Alright, figured out what that problem was. That was just me not paying attention. I'm really having a few other things capture my attention at the time. Look at that thing go. Also, for those of you joining us later in the stream, this is, I believe, a unique monument build. Also, theoretically, I've heard that this is historically accurate too, where it is the only bent pyramid, the only bent-shaped pyramid that was ever built. The Pharaoh of this time had an idea. Yes, Jeff. The pyramid is starting to grow. We're very excited. Really, it was, I just hadn't had the trade set up to get the supplies in. Pharaoh certainly thinks his ideas are always good. That's for sure. You wouldn't know it to look at our prosperity now, but there was a point in which we were repeatedly running into debt in this early city build. Oh gosh, something happened up here again. Look at that, that's a problem. Osiris, help us. Give us food. So I am both harvesting an incredible amount of grain in 2 separate locations and also importing nearly my population's worth. And it is just a constant need for grain. As a matter of fact, why don't we throw in another storage yard and dedicate it solely to grain? Wicker Dolphin says it's the Nile hippos. Hungry, hungry Nile hippos. So there are hippos in this game. Up until this point, I did not have predators turned on. And that actually changed when I was dealing with the settings before stream. So if we actually do end up on a map with predators, you'll get to see them. Hippos, crocodiles, hyenas, they do all exist. They're just kind of a butt to deal with. We are actually producing quite a bit, but I think the consumption rate for grain is just incredibly like high. There we go. We're getting a lot of activity now. The nice also, so the blessings from Ra are incredible for this map, because they not only help you with your kingdom rating, which has fallen quite a few times, but it also offers a bit of all right, we're gonna stop here. What is going on? Why are the food supplies not getting to you? Yeah, this is crazy. I'm gonna add a 3rd bazaar just because there's been some food supply issues going on here. Let's see if that solves that problem. I've got no grain in storage, buddy. Like, well, technically I guess I do. 400. Booker Dolphin says breakfast isn't complete without them. Oh, Wheaties. That's fair. Alright, I think the 3rd bazaar is maybe gonna help stabilize it. This is gonna be rough, guys. It's gonna be super rough. I've got to stockpile the grain and risk an entire internal collapse of my city. Freaking lovely. As soon as I could just... There we go. Okay. I could just not fulfill the request, but... really like to maintain our kingdom rating. We do have a 100 rating right now, which is fantastic. I think we only needed a 50. But we do also need to keep our population up. How did we run out of green again so fast? Please, Osiris. Well, the nice thing about the unemployment buffer is like every time our population dips, I'm not losing an entire swath of industry because of it. Oh gosh, what's still going on here? Still having some food supply issues. Really, our bizarre market walkers are just running out of food before they reach, I think, some of these inside houses is part of the issue. %. Okay. Yep. Got there in the end. We're at least still getting some grain imported, which is good. I think we desperately need it. Unemployment. I'll go ahead and add a third. Ooh. I think that did have an impact on this here. Wicker Dolphin redeemed Hydrate. Thank you for the Hydrate. I'm gonna go ahead and do that. It's very easy to forget. Alright. granary. I added in some beautification. And we got enough money. I'll probably add in a row of statues as well. But then something popped up over here. Grain again. Buddy. We are all not happy with the fact that you keep taking my grain. My city needs this food. And I don't like having to share it. Okay. We fulfilled the request anyway. And we are going to add in... We're going to add in another specific grain storage yard. So we are just... Grain is like the hottest commodity right now. I think with a storage yard, three granaries, we should be able to solve this problem. This one hasn't even gotten touched for grain yet. Matter of fact, I will go ahead and turn it to limestone because our limestone one's been pretty full. Do we not have anyone buying limestone right now? We must. We absolutely must. We would not have this much money without it. Oh gosh, that's a terrible flood. That's part of our problem. Look, I have been doing so good, Osiris. Why are you not helping me out here? Okay, well, regardless, I had a plan here. Because the granary was a bit of an eyesore, so wanted to fix that for my people. Stones coming in. So another layer of the pyramid's about to be finished. I could always put more farms on this side. I didn't really want it to build up that far. But you know what? This is absolutely ridiculous. Why are we doing this? This flex. That's what this is. This is something you only do if you are at ×5 speed waiting for a pyramid to end. We are currently finding another spot for this to go. It's not really a great spot here, unfortunately. Let's go ahead and do this. Oops. That one. That one. There we go. Okay. That's at least, that's a better inundation. But we are just, we're gonna go crazy with the grain right now. Gonna be a thing that keeps happening. Now we've got 2 ferries going, one from there to there and one from here to there. Okay, so I had this idea. We were gonna do, like, a question of the day, but I wanted it to be something that related to whatever game we were playing. And, I thought maybe today's question would be like, alright, if you were, like, a deity in Pharaoh, not one of the top 5, but, like, a minor deity, what would your blessings be about? And then, like, my answer was immediately, I'd, like, be some sort of tangentially related to Bast, but my blessings would be, like, the blessings of organizing and decluttering. So, and it would be applicable to the game, because it'd be like, yeah, storage yards, I don't know, got immediately, like, reorganized, or like items ended up with like items, or I don't know, for decluttering what we could do there. But what would your major and minor blessings be? I definitely dropped population again. No, I think the employment actually went up to these farms. That's fine. So one of the things about my kingdom rating, and the reason I think it's oh yeah, that's a good one, Lily. Additional storage capacity for the warehouses. That could be great for the organizing blessing. That'd probably be the major one, to be honest. So that's a pretty big deal. And it'd probably be for items that were not related to what like Ptah helps you with. That way it wouldn't be covering the same things. Okay, here's the question. Why am I having downgrades here? Do I have the ability to squeeze in an additional? I absolutely do not. I was thinking about adding a third bazaar in here somewhere, but it's not feasible. Wicker Dolphin says, my deity power would either be make Bass more happy, everything for a kitty god, or focused around entertainment like boosting population happiness, but only if you could change what exciting thing you did for fun. This year's all gardens and parks, for next year you need sports arenas, and the year after you invent video games. Or I will get smitey. Interesting. So you would be like, you'd have to change up the entertainment venues, like different featuring a different mechanic for entertainment. Then yours could be maybe making, yeah, like a patron deity more happy, so they're more inclined to be okay with you. It was not a particularly good harvest on this side. I'm glad we branched out to this other section though. We're having some issues going on. Okay, we're closing in on the pyramid build. Now this one's gonna have it should have, by the time it's done, a slightly different shape at the top. We can last through the rest of the build with some stability here. We should have this. We really just need a couple of really good inundations. They're going up again. family, wow, 26, almost 27,000 events. It's great. Just follow. Oh, good inundation coming next year. Good, good, good. Definitely need one of those. %4 unemployment is not bad. We actually want it to be like kind of, we want to have that little bit of a buffer in case there's a housing de-evolution. Lily does not know what her beatific blessings would be. Streamlining the treasury, a boost to income. That could be really good. I mean, that would definitely put you under like the raw spectrum of maybe, yeah, ooh, maybe influencing taxes or something. That could be cool. Raw influences trade, but like if we're going adjacent. I'm amazed how quickly these granaries empty out. We definitely need to create a more elegant, like symmetrical solution for the resource hub between two neighborhoods. But I think this was a good concept that we could refine a little bit better. Oh, it's starting. It's starting. I think our pyramid's almost done. I think what they're doing, they're carving the outer casing of limestone off of it. So then that gives it that bent shape. And what they're talking about is like right here, this curve is not traditional. There we go.
Pharaoh commends you. The bent pyramid you constructed in his honor is magnificent and outshines any monument built in the past.
All right, that was 3 hours and 50 minutes in real time. So let's calculate the months now. So 370 months, 370 divided by 12. So Nakat the 11th spent 30.83 years, so almost 31 years building this city. There was obviously a couple hitches along the way. We could have remembered to import wood earlier, and we could have built some grain farms on the other half of the Nile. So it turns out this city ate a lot of food, ate a lot of grain. Grain's not getting us very far, because not only I had 2 banks of the Nile farmed for grain, plus irrigated farms for grain, plus I was importing almost my entire population's worth of grain, and they just chewed through it so much. So grain on its own very difficult to sustain a city of, I'm guessing, any amount of thousands of population. So that one was a little tricky. Our first double neighborhood build with a connecting resource area. So that was a little bit goofy looking. We're gonna have to work on how it looks, making it a little bit prettier. And what else did we do here? Oh, our first city failure of the campaign. So that was an interesting time. But that being said, we restarted, we pushed through, and we got the victory. So mission 11 has been completed, and this will end up on my VOD channel on YouTube at The Complete Victory. And if there are other streams you'd like to catch, other things you'd like to talk about, you can always follow me on Blue Sky at The Complete Victory. And if you like this type of content and you're willing to support me a little bit, likes, follows, subscribes, and Ko-Fi. Those are all methods you can use. Every bit is appreciated. We are currently in the middle of trying to get up to affiliate status on Twitch. So we need more followers is the big thing. But thank you everybody for joining me in. Special thanks to chat for answering my question of the day. And thank you, Lily, for being my mod. Always appreciate that. You guys have a great night, or have a great day, and we will catch you next time.